Hey guys, do you want to make a rank system like this in UEFN? Well, I can show you today. Alright guys, so we're back with another UEFN verse tutorial. And this time we're gonna be doing a comment suggestion, and it was to make a rank system. Let's make a new template. Alright, so let's go to island templates here, and let's just click on blank. Alright, and you don't have to put it in anything. I'm just gonna select no team, as I don't wanna put this into Gloomcraft. So we're gonna call this project, let's just call it rank system, okay? And the reason why I saw and I thought of this idea is because it's actually a really good idea, but no one's really done it in UEFN using verse. No one's actually done this. So I'm pretty sure this is the first ever video about on this topic with using verse. So here we are in here, right? And so what I would recommend is, obviously we're gonna need to use verse, so make sure you have verse and then verse explorer open, and just make sure you have the content browser open. I have two of them open just because it makes it a bit easier, so I can be like, oh, I need to access something else, blah 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 blah, right? So yeah, so just it doesn't really matter. All right, so what I want to first start out by doing is creating the UI. Alright, and I'm gonna make this organized, so I'm gonna right click and press new folder. I'm just gonna call this rank images. Alright, so you can open this up, right click, and we're gonna go to user interface and widget blueprint, and then we could just do user widget. Okay, and let's call the first rank bronze rank. Okay, bronze rank. All right, there we go. So now we can double click this, open it up, and here we go. We have this, but you can't just immediately start putting stuff into it. Okay, we're gonna go over here to canvas panel. We're gonna drag this in, and there we go. So this right here mimics our screen in the game. All right, this mimics our screen in the game. So the map is usually up here, I believe, right? And then the other stuff is down here. So yeah. All right, so we obviously have this here, but the problem is we need images. We need other stuff, right? So how about we look for that? And for this video, I'm just gonna use a very simple, very simple, the Fortnite ranks, okay? I'm just gonna take these images. So we see here, we have all the images for it and whatever, right? We need transparent images, so transparent. So let's just look for it. Yep, and look, these are all the ranks right here. So we see this one. We could use this one. Let's save this image. All right, so this is the bronze one. And that's a bit annoying. As we see, it's a WebP image. That's a very annoying. All right, but that's fine, right? Let's just do a bronze rank. And then what we're gonna have to do, because it's a freaking WebP whatever, we're going to convert it. All right, so it's a bit annoying, but I guess we have to. So let's just go here and just search a WebP to PNG or JPEG, whatever you want. So let's just go to image right there. So we see image, we can drag that in, and there we go. We got our image. So obviously right here, we don't really have anything. There's nothing in here already. So we're just gonna go to image here. And the thing is, we haven't imported an image yet. So we're gonna go back to Unreal Editor. Well, okay, we're gonna have to just press up here. We're gonna go back to Unreal Editor here. I'm gonna press import, and then we could just go to downloads, bronze rank, and then there we go. So now we have the texture here. So I believe if we go here and then we search up bronze, yep, and there it is, bronze rank. And look at that, a nice image. It's pretty good right there. The issue is nothing scales. You can't exactly get it to scale evenly with the same aspect ratio, so you're gonna have to just wing it or use calculations to divide. I'm just gonna do it how I want here. I'm just gonna bring it down like that, and there we go. All right, and I guess for testing, I'm just gonna put it up here. This is where it's gonna go for the image. I'm just gonna put it up here, okay? And then afterwards, we can just bring in a UEFN text block, and there we go. So now let's call this. Let's just put this here. Let's call it rank bronze. There we go. And obviously, let's do sized content. There we go. So boom. And I would actually rather want this here. There we go. So now it says rank bronze. And I think this is a bit too much height. So let's just bring that down. There we go. So rank bronze. And there we go. So now it says we have rank bronze. And you can actually just change the color here, you know, to whatever you want. I'm going to choose like a reddish color, or like a bronze color basically, because, you know, our rank is bronze, or just a brown color in general. Okay. So let's just compile it here. All right, there we go. And yeah, so let's exit out of it. And now we have a widget here. We have our bronze rank widget. Okay, so now let's optimize our HUD message device. Okay, so let's just go to all, and then we're gonna just search up the HUD message device. And there it is. We got the HUD message device. Okay, and yeah, so we're not gonna obviously choose this message or whatever. Show on start. For just testing purposes, I'm gonna turn this on, but after we are gonna turn this off. And time from round start, I'm just gonna put 0. We're not gonna really mess around with that. Message recipient. This is the one I had trouble with making this by myself. You have to put this on triggering player, okay? Show for duration, we're gonna turn off that. Sound. You don't have to have a sound, but it adds to a little bit. Alright, so that's fine. Placement. The placement is a bit annoying. So wait, actually, before we do that, we're actually gonna select bronze rank, okay? And then placement. We're just gonna do custom placement. The thing is yeah. Okay. So if we leave the 0, I'm pretty sure it will follow. So if I go back to rank system content, just wrong rank system. Okay. I think if we put 0, 0, it will follow what we put here, and it will go here. So you can change it in here if you wanted to, but I'll recommend leaving it to 0, 0, but we'll see. All right, and layer, we can keep it to 0. Priority, we're gonna put priority to 10, okay? And then our next rank, we'll put it 1 less priority, and then 1 less priority, and then 1 less priority, until it's like already 0 or whatever. All right, so there we go. So queue message for, okay, we're just gonna not mess around with this, and all this other stuff we don't really need to mess around with, okay? And yeah, so now, how about we launch our session? And let's see if it works, and let's see where it puts it on our screen. So I'm gonna press launch session and save selected. So I'll see you when we are in Fortnite. All right, guys, so we are in Fortnite right now, and we are gonna start the game, and let's test what happens here. So we should get the message, and it doesn't seem like it showed up. That is fine. So we're just gonna end the game, and we're gonna see what happened here, okay? Because if it didn't show up, that's totally fine. Let's just check our device over here. And we already put the message in, so whatever. Triggering player, show on round start. It should show on round start. Yeah, instant, permanent. Yeah, it should show up. And it doesn't seem like it showed up. So what we're gonna do to ease this up and to test it, we're just gonna go over here, press M, and obviously they have changed this since the last time. So we're just gonna go to content, we're gonna go to devices, and we're gonna search up a button. Okay, so let's just get a button real quick, and let's put that down. And we don't care about any of this here. We're just gonna go to on interact, add the event, and then we're gonna add an event to the HUD message device, and then we're gonna press show. So now let's start the game, and let's see. So if I press this, oh, and it showed up right there. Okay, we obviously need to move it a bit, or actually we don't really, because you see that game mode, game is in progress, that wouldn't show up normally, so that is totally fine, but I want to move it still a bit. So that's why we would test this, of course, because you see what just happened. So how about we select both of these, and let's just move it a bit down, like about here, and yeah. So compile that, and it's gonna ask you to push changes, and we're not gonna push changes yet, because we're actually gonna start working on the actual verse device, okay? So we're just gonna go to Verse Explorer over here, and then we're gonna right click on here, add new verse file to project, and we're just gonna press verse device, okay? And we're just gonna name this whatever we want. Let's do, I don't know, rank device and manager. Okay, so let's create. We're not gonna create an empty one. All right, so let's just wait for that, and there it is. So now we can double click on our file here, and it should load up Visual Studio Code. So make sure you have Visual Studio Code, obviously, for this. So you can just search up a quick video online to find that out. So what we're first gonna start out by doing is adding some imports. All right. Okay. So we're gonna add some imports, as I just said. So we're gonna do using, and then we could just delete that, and then we could just add some of these in. So we're gonna do /verse.org/random. I actually somehow I wrote org wrong, and we added random, and then we're gonna need using /fortnite.com/characters. Yep, characters. And we can just do using /fortnite.com/game using. We're gonna use using /fortnite.com/UI, I'm pretty sure. And I'm not gonna add all of them in because it's gonna be very annoying. And anyways, it's gonna give us an error in our code, which is gonna tell us which ones to put in. Okay, so we're gonna start off by doing is going up here, and we're gonna do spawner equals is equal to, right, class. Oh my gosh, class tag. There we go. And obviously it doesn't know what tags is. And there you go. This is what I was talking about. It tells exactly what we need to put. So we can just copy this and just paste it up here. There you go. And now we can do century. All right, is equal to class. And again, it's just a tag. There we go. We got that in. So in this device, we are also going to be showing the kills, of course. So we're going to be doing a similar thing we did in our other video, if you haven't watched that already, of showing how many kills do you have. Okay, so we're going to go in here, and we're going to do text for UI, and we're going to do localizes. Okay, we're going to do localizes tag, and we're going to put in here in text is a string. Okay, and then we're going to get the agent. Okay, you don't have to get the agent. I'm just getting the agent in this because then I can include the agent, the name of the player, inside of our text. Okay, and there we go. So now we can do this. All right, and this is what I was talking about. So we can do agent, and then we could do this, and now would say, oh, right in Fortnite here, my name is right here. My name is DankBlazer99. So as an example, it would show DankBlazer99's kills, and there we go. And then inside of here, we could just do in text. All right, there we go. And you can add emojis or whatever you want. I usually like to add some emojis. So you can, if you're on Mac, there should be a like globe button, and then that'll show emojis. If not, then just search up emojis online. And if you're on Windows, you can do Windows dot, and you can get emojis. So you can do like kill or something, or knife. Let's do a knife. Yeah, let's just do this. Yeah, there you go. I'm just gonna put a knife emoji. Okay, there we go. And we're gonna just copy this, and we're gonna paste it down here. But we're gonna call this 2 because obviously we can't have 2 name variables that are the same. So, and I'm gonna delete the agent. All right, from inside of here, and I'm just gonna mostly delete this. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna say goal for next rank, and I'm gonna do in text again, and there we go. If you want to add it so it's on 2 lines, you can actually do the backward slash and then end, and that will cause it so this would be on 1 line and then this would be on the next line. Okay, just so you know. And again, you can add emoji you want. I'm not gonna add emoji to this one. And yeah, there we go. So now let's get some more variables involved in. Okay, we're gonna make a player map to hold all the players that is in the game. We're gonna make the goal, okay, and we're gonna make the tracker. We're gonna hold the tracking device, which is how we're gonna get the kills. We're gonna get the bronze, you know, the rank. And then maybe I'm going to show you how to add the next rank after that. All right, so let's start adding that. So outside of here, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to go here and we're going to make our player map. So we're going to do player map, and we're going to make that set to this. It's going to be player, and then this can be called whatever you want. I'm just going to do player map equals map, and that has a problem. I think that's because this needs to be the name of our device. Okay, and there we go. So now let's create some editables. All right, and that's how we can actually use devices inside of our code. So let's do editable, and this is gonna be our tracker device. We're gonna need it for later. So tracker underscore device is equal to tracker device, and there we go. So now we're gonna do another editable, and we're gonna do bronze, because this is how we're gonna get our bronze HUD message device. So underscore message underscore device equals HUD underscore message device, and then curly brackets. All right, so there we go. So now we can get our devices. Okay, so let's go down to the next line, and we're gonna initialize all of our spawners. But before we do that, right, we are gonna do that, but we also need to make the event for the player added. Okay, so we're gonna go down here and let's just do on player added, and then we're just gonna do this, and that's just gonna be new player, and we're gonna set that's the type agent, and we're gonna make that a void, and then there we go. So that's gonna be type void, right, and then equal. Alright, there we go. So in here we could add parent, let's just do player added or something. Alright, so that's how we know a player has been added into the game. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is if player obj. So this is actually the player. So there's 3 different levels, and I'm not sure about it. I don't think if anyone knows in the comments, then it would be very useful. But there's 3 kind of things inside the player. There's a character, of course. There's just the player, and there's an agent. Okay, I'm not sure exactly about them, but you should do your own research. And if anyone knows in the comments, it would be very useful to know that information. Since here, we could just do new player. And now down here, let's do if player exists, because we don't want to keep adding the same player over and over again to the map, right? So we're going to do player map, and then we can just put inside of here new player. Alright, there we go. And then we can do else, and then if set player map, then we can do player obj equals, and then we need kill track. So this is gonna be rank device. Oh, okay, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, well, we need to write out rank device manager and then curly brackets, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so this is not supposed to be inside of this bracket. That's why there's an error, and there we go. Alright, and now we could do if. Well, we're gonna need this thing. So we're gonna skip this part in the code because I do have some reference code. So we're just gonna do player UI. Yep, player UI here. And then we're gonna set that to be equal to get player UI player obj. Okay? And it seems like that had an error because we haven't, put this in. So we can actually copy this, and there we go. So let's just paste this up here, and yep, there we go. Error solved. Okay, so now we can do var text block 2 text underscore block. This is a variable, you can name it whatever you want. Obviously, text block defaults text color is equal to beige. So we can just go here, and there we go. So these are actually colors you can actually find inside of. So I'm pretty sure if we can go into the digest here, I'm pretty sure if we search up named colors, or no. Okay, it doesn't seem like we can find named colors here, or it might be in here. So let's search for named color. Well, okay, it doesn't seem like they show up here. But you can, if you search it up, I'm pretty sure you will be able to find the different color options with a verse. Okay, and this is just a color option I put in for, the first rank. So it's gonna say, oh, you have a goal, blah blah blah. So yeah, so I'm pretty sure you could change this to whatever you want. You could even put white, and that'll work. I think you put black. Yeah, black is fine. So I'm just using beige. So yeah, and this is finding out if the player actually has a rank, and this is where we're gonna actually check the amount of kills the player has. We're gonna do if. So we have our tracker device, right? So we're gonna use tracker dot get value player obj, and we'll check if it's less than 15. And I'm actually gonna make this equal to 15, as well the goal is 15, so that wouldn't make much sense, right? So I'm gonna choose the goal as 15. You guys actually can change this to wherever you want, alright, that number. And now we're just gonna create a canvas for the UI. So my canvas 2 is equal to canvas, and we're gonna go down the next line, and we're gonna do slots is equal to array, and we can go down another line. We could do slots is equal to another. Wait, what? Hold up, guys. We don't need to do that. So we could just do canvas underscore slot. We can go down to the next line. Okay, we're gonna have to indent this in, and it seems like we're having an error. What is the issue? Arc must be a data type widget. So slots is equal to array canvas slot. I think this is fine right now. Hopefully it fixes up. So I'm gonna do anchors is equal to anchors, and then we can do minimum min and mom is equal to a vector 2. So these are just the two x and y. If it was vector 3, it would be x, y, and z. Okay, so let's do x is equal to, oh, I accidentally deleted that, is equal to 0.025 comma y is equal to 0.35. These are just numbers I found that work good. Okay, and yeah, So you just put the minimum and the maximum the same, and alignment the same when we're gonna make those. So I'm just gonna go here and we're gonna do maximum. So I would recommend playing around with these numbers and finding out what works good for you and where you want to place this stuff. Okay, so the maximum is equal to vector 2 x is equal to 0.025 again, comma y is equal to 0.35, and there we go. So I'm gonna go back down to the next line. I'm gonna do offsets is equal to margin, and in here we could put top is equal to 0.0, left is equal to 0.0, and we could do right is equal to 0.0, and then bottom is equal to 0.0. Okay, so let's go back down to the next line, and we're gonna do alignment, which I did talk to you about. And this is going to be exactly the same as what we did for up here. Actually, we could even maybe copy this and just put it here. There we go. And then we could just do size to content. Content is equal to true. And the widget is equal to text block 2. Okay. And it seems like it's having a problem with vector 2 because we didn't specify spatial map. So we're going to copy that, put it up here. So, yep. There we go. So now we can get out of this back to over here, and then we can do print, and we're just gonna say, oh, UI should be added. Okay, there we go. So now we can do player UI dot add widget, and inside of it, we're gonna just do my canvas 2, and then we're gonna do text block 2 dot set text, and we're gonna do text for UI 2, and we're gonna set that to be 15. Okay. So we could change this to like 30 or whatever, and then we could change this to 30, and that's how you would change the goals. Okay. So yeah. So whoa. Okay. So now that we've done that, we can actually go down a line and back out here, and we're gonna do the same thing again. If tracker, well, if we're gonna do the same thing, then I wouldn't really recommend doing this. And this is how I'm gonna show you actually how to add another rank, okay? So this is how we would add another rank into this. So let's go back to Unreal Editor over here, and we can actually add another image. So let's go back to Google real quick. And remember when we search for Fortnite ranks transparent. So yep, let's go back here, right? And I remember this is silver, right? So let's copy this. Or is this silver? I'm not sure. It doesn't really matter again. So let's just save this. And again, it's going to be that same image type. So we're going to convert it, and I'll be back with that. Okay. So we're just going to press import again, and silver rank 2. And it seems like there's problems importing. So let me just fix that real quick. Alright guys, so I'm gonna press import again as I have fixed it, I'm pretty sure. Yep, and there it is, silver rank 2. Yep, and there it is. So yeah, so we can get out of here. And the thing, how we're gonna do this, we're actually just gonna duplicate this rank, and we're gonna call it silver rank. Okay, there we go. So we got silver rank. So let's just open up silver rank here. And yeah, so now we can change the image, of course. So let's change it to silver rank. Let's color opacity, we're gonna change this to be a silver-ish color, right? Because it's kind of, I'll just change it to white, honestly. And let's just compile it, and there we go. So now we got our silver one. So we can get out of these, and there we go. So we also gonna need to duplicate, oh, well, that's not what I meant to do. I accidentally duplicated the blueprint, so we can duplicate that real quick. What I meant is to duplicate this device. Okay, and we got HUD message device 2. And what we're gonna call this is we're gonna go here really quickly up here, and we're gonna make priority 9, of course. We're gonna change it to be silver rank, and I would recommend renaming these quickly. So I'm gonna just call this silver message, and then we could call this other one, you know, bronze message or something, right? Yeah, there you go. And yep, there we go. So, and now in our code, we can go up here and we can actually copy this, duplicate it again, and instead call this one silver. Okay, so now when we're gonna add another rank, we're gonna copy this, paste this down here, shift tab, and then we can actually just change this. And yeah, so now we're gonna check the opposite way around, okay? If it's more or equal to 15, okay? And actually, I see why we didn't do equal. We shouldn't do equals up here, because this is just to check if old player hasn't reached bronze yet, okay? So then down here, we can change, oh, the next thing is like, I don't know, 50 or something, okay? Yeah, there we go. So this is gonna check if the person is already on bronze rank. So we can go over here and we can do bronze dot show, and then we can put inside of here new player. Okay, and there we go. So yeah, that's all we really actually need to do. And then down here, we could just do if you know, tracker dot get value. So this up here, this right here is a bronze rank, and if we're gonna, this is checking only if the player is added. We're gonna also check, and we're gonna also repeatedly check again and again and again, if you know, oh, they have reached a certain rank after we do the player added. We're almost, so yeah, get value. So this is just to check, oh, if the player has enough for, you know, has enough to do a silver. Okay, so let's just go down here, 50. So we got 50, and now we can just do silver dot show, and then we can just put inside of here new player. And what is the problem with this? Ambiguous. Oh, because there's a color called silver. So I'll just call this silver R or whatever. Silver R. There we go. We're gonna do text block 2 dot set text. Oh my gosh, how did I do that? Okay, set. And then we're gonna do text for UI2, and inside of here we're just gonna do 150. You could obviously change the numbers to whatever you want. Okay, so now we're gonna quickly just make our UI for the kills, how many kills you have. Okay, so what we are gonna basically do is go up here, and I'm gonna copy this, what we need up here. So most of this is copying and pasting right now. So I'm gonna copy this, right back here, and instead of text block 1 or 2, I'm just gonna just do that, and I'm gonna change this color to be white. You could change this to whatever color, or you could just delete this entirely. It's not right now. So there we go. So now we can actually copy this here. Okay, and yeah, and obviously that's causing problems because there's already canvas too. So we're gonna delete that, and we're gonna delete this. Okay, yep, there we go. And I'm gonna change these values. So you see this, I'm gonna put this to 0.5, 0.5, because this, well, 0.05 for this one. This is gonna put it on top, at the top, tippity top of the screen, okay? So yeah, so we're gonna 0.5, 0.05, and then I'm pretty sure we can copy this and paste it down here. There we go. All right, this widget equals text box 2, we're gonna do just normal text box because we do not want the other one. And yeah, there we go. So now we're creating that as well. All right, so yeah, so what I am gonna do now is we can actually go up here to on begin, right? And we actually can do what I was gonna do before. I'm not gonna put it on begin actually. We're gonna go up here and we're gonna do init spawners, and we're gonna do here, and we're gonna do void is equal to spawners is equal to get creative objects with tag spawner, right? So we're gonna get everything with the spawner tag, and then we're gonna do a for loop. So we're gonna do for obj spawners, and then we can go down. I'm gonna do if spawner is equal to player underscore spawner underscore device obj. Oh, and I forgot to set this to is equal to, and then we can go down the next line, and we can do spawner dot spawn event dot subscribe, and we can do on player added, and inside of it, because I don't think we need the parentheses, so there we go. So now this will actually run, you know, when we go into the game. All right, and yeah, so how about now we make a loop for our kills first, so we could check, oh, we got this many kills and whatever. And yeah, so we're gonna go over here and above on player added, or wherever you want really, and I'm just gonna call this kill spawn loop. Okay? And we're gonna need the player inside of here. So we're gonna do player, we're gonna do text block, so we can actually change the text, right? Text underscore block, comma, and we're gonna need the agent. So let's get agent. Okay, and yeah, so let's do suspense, because we're gonna be using a loop, so we're gonna need the suspense. Okay, and then we're gonna make that equal to loop. We're gonna equal loop, and we're gonna make a sleep, because you have to have a sleep for a loop, just so you know. And yeah, so we're gonna do if agent stats is equal to player map player. Okay, and then we can go here, go to the next line, do text block dot set text, and we're gonna do text for UI, and we're gonna obviously need some things in here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do quotations, and then we're gonna do tracker dot get value player. Okay, and then over here we're gonna do comma agent. Okay, and it seems like we're having problems with this. Oh, never ends. Oh, that was not supposed. I think that was definitely supposed to go here, and then this ends here. Okay, There we go. So now we got that loop. So now what we do is we're gonna go to on player added down here, and we're gonna do spawn, and inside of it we're gonna do kill spawn loop. Okay, and it seems like, oh no, with the spawn loop we're gonna need curly brackets and not just parentheses, and then we're gonna have to input what we said up here. So we need the player, so we're gonna do player obj, comma, text block 1, right, the regular one, and then we're gonna put inside the new player, which is the agent. Okay, and there we go. So there we go, we got that. Now on begin, I actually want to add something. We gotta first make sure it runs the function to do this up here, and then down here we can also do, yeah, so we're also gonna add this. So we're gonna leave this here for now. We're gonna do get playspace dot player remove event and dot subscribe, and yeah, so player removed event, and it seems like it's having an error right now because we forgot to add parentheses here. All right, so we're gonna leave this here for now. We're gonna add our player remove function soon, but first I'm gonna do the rank loop. Okay, so we're gonna call this rank. We're gonna call this rank spawn loop. Inside of it, we're obviously gonna need to input the player. We're gonna need the text block, right? So text block. So text block is text of the type text block, and then we're obviously also going to need the agent, because to show the UI we're obviously going to need the agent to only show for one player, because we don't want it to show for everyone, or that would literally ruin everything. And then we're also going to need to add suspense, void, equal, and there we go. So now let's just do some simple loops. So let's do loop sleep 0.1 if tracker dot get value player is more or equal to 15. Then we're gonna do if player UI is equal to get player UI player, and there we go. So bronze dot show agent text block dot set text, and we're gonna do text for UI2, and we're gonna set it to 50. I mean, what? 15. I don't know why I said 15. All right, and then we're gonna break the loop because we don't want it to lag, and then we're gonna copy this. We don't want it to lag, and also not just that we don't want it to lag, and we don't want it to make it so it ruins this other loop down here. Okay, so now we're gonna check if it's equal to 50, and then we're gonna change this to silver R, and then we could change this to 150, and basically that's basically it. So now we got that done, and down here we're gonna do pretty similar things. We're gonna go down here, we're gonna do spawn, and we're gonna do instead the rank spawn loop. And see, it tells us everything we need. So we're gonna put the first, we're gonna need player obj, we're gonna need our text block 2, and we're gonna need new player. Okay, there we go. So now basically the last thing we really need to do is actually just make our on player removed function. Okay, so let's just do over here. So let's go here, right? And it needs to be on this line here, so we're gonna go here, and we're gonna do on player remove, player leaving is the type player, of course, and void equal, and we're gonna do if actual player is equal to player map, player leaving, gonna go down the next line, var temp player map, and that's gonna be player, and then this is gonna be, so what we put up here, remember we did this, we're gonna copy this basically, and we're just gonna put it here, equals map. Okay, and it seems like it's having an error. So the arc, what is that? Arc transacts, which is not allowed by its context. So let's see what is happening here. So var player, and it's equal to a map. I don't know why that's happening. Also player map doesn't exist. I think that's because we named it something else. We named it like that, so we need a player map. And this error, I believe it's because we forgot to remove the curly brackets. And there we go. Yeah. So now we can do a for loop, and key, that's going to be an arrow. Value, that's going to be player map. And then we're going to do key, player leaving, set, and we're going to do set temp. Oh, there's a problem here because we got an uppercase. There we go. So we're going to set temp player map equals concatenate maps temp player map, and then we're going to do key. That's going to be another arrow, but instead of equals, value. And then we're going to do, outside of this loop, we're going to do set player map equals temp player map. And there we go. So now that's all of our code basically done. It seems like there is an error though around here. Okay, yeah, because we gotta add. Oh, what the? Inside of here, we're gonna add on player remove. Okay, and we can remove those parentheses. All right, and there we go. So let's just go file, save into. Let's go to UEFN, verse, build verse code, right? And yeah, there we go. So let's just not push changes just yet. And yeah, so also I would recommend deleting the button. This will break references. Let's just go into these devices here and into show. Let's just delete these. Okay. So now if we delete this, oh, sure, delete it. Okay. There we go. All right. So that's fine. So verse put build verse code, save it. I think we're good. Yeah. All right. And yeah. So now we have to go to content browser, right? And we're just gonna go to rank system content or whatever you call the game and the creative devices, and there we go, we got our device. And we obviously need to add our stuff in, and we haven't done that yet. So let's add a bronze message device and a silver message device. And as we see, we haven't done the tracker yet. So how about we push changes, and then I'll meet you inside of Fortnite when the push changes are done. Alright guys, so we are in Fortnite, and what we're going to need to add is, so we're going to press M, content, and we're going to go to devices, and we're going to search up. So let's go here, we're going to go to devices, and we're going to search up the tracker, and we're going to place this now. And we're just going to put this wherever, I'm just going to put it right here, and we'll go here, okay? And yeah. So we're gonna go here, and we're just gonna go to the 4 lines, and we're gonna track, eliminations, and track target value. I'm just gonna put this to 0 because that means it's never gonna complete or whatever. Reset between rounds, no, we don't want to reset this. Valid team, assign on game start, yep. Assign on when joining in progress, yep. Sharing individual, yep, that's good. When target reach, do nothing, because we don't want it to do anything. I'm on to change event. Yep, that's good. Show on HUD. No, we don't want it to show on the HUD. Show progress. Off. Completion ceremony. That's fine. Tracked weapon category. I don't care about this. Yep. And right here, non-player eliminations count. We're going to put that to yes, only for testing purposes. And use persistence. Yes. And auto-save. Yes. Auto-load. Is auto-loaded if initial spawn. Data will be only loaded if off. Data is never auto-loaded. Then okay. Well, I'm gonna just put initial spawn. Okay, and there we go. And last time I made a system like this in a previous video, it did not. It wasn't savable. And in this system, it is savable. So just so you know that. And yeah, and we got these down here. And let's also put some sentry. So let's just search up. Oh no, we have to go here, and then let's search up sentry. So place now. And let's just put 1, and then we're gonna duplicate it. Actually, I don't even care about all this, so yeah. And let's go to UEFN real quick. Yep. And I'm gonna move this really quickly. I'm gonna move it over here. Okay. And yeah. So I'm gonna select both of these down here. And I'm gonna, well, actually, I think we can only select one when we're trying to add a tag, but we're gonna select one, and we're gonna search up tag, and we're gonna edit, and we're gonna put spawner. Okay. And we're gonna do the same over here. We're gonna add tag, and we're gonna do spawner. Okay, and then with the sentry, we're gonna do basically the same thing, but instead we're gonna put the tag of a sentry. So we're gonna do sentry. Okay, and there we go. So now we can actually duplicate this guy, and hopefully he has the tag. So let's see, do they have the tag? Do they have the tag? Oh, yep, they keep the tag. Alright, so we're gonna duplicate these guys a bunch. So duplicate this guy, duplicate again, and we're just gonna put a bunch of them. And I'm gonna push changes, and I'll see you guys when it's done pushing changes. Alright guys, I wasn't able to start the game for some reason. There's like some issue. So I'm gonna just try to delete these other sentries because it seems like there was some issue. So yeah. So I'm just gonna probably instead copy and paste this instead. So copy, paste, copy, paste, and there we go. So yep, copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste, and there we go. So now push changes, and there we go. So I'll see you when this is done. Alright guys, so Fortnite is done pushing changes, and before I test, I just want to put down a weapon. So I'm going to go to content over here and back to categories and weapons. And I'm just going to grab a quick weapon. So let's see, what's a nice weapon? I'm just going to put, let's just put this auto shotgun or something. Yeah, let's put this. Let's just drop this out. Can I drop it? Alright, so let's just go here and let's just drop it. And then also I'm going to put island settings. I'm going to put infinite ammo real quick. So infinite ammo, yep, turn that on. Okay, there we go. So now if I start the game, let's just grab my weapon. There we go. Yep, and look, so it says goal for next rank right there. It's just how many kills I have. So now boom, 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 boom. And it doesn't seem like it's getting my kills, which is a bit annoying. And I think, is it because these player spawners don't have the markup? Oh no, they do. Okay. Oh, guys, I didn't reference the tracker in here, so we're gonna have to reference the tracker, and there we go. So let's start the game, and now we should be good to go. So yep. Oh, I have 5 kills. See, it saved already. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, I forgot him. Damn it. Okay, I forgot to put down a weapon. All right. Okay, so I'm just gonna go back here, and I'm just gonna grab one quick weapon really quickly. So let's just, okay, auto shotgun again, and let's just put that down, and let's start the game. All right, so let's see this. Yep, let's grab this, and bing, 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 bing. All right, so let's kill these guys here. So remember, this also works on players as well, so just so you know that. And I don't know how long it takes for them to respawn or anything, so I think, alright, we're gonna end the game really quickly just to make it a bit faster for me. And when, actually, wait, let's just go to these guys here, and let's just make it so they respawn on a timer. Respawn on timer, and they only take 1 second to respawn. Yeah, that's good. On timer, 1 second. That's good. Yep. Respawn on timer. That's good. Respawn on timer. That's good. Respawn on timer. And on timer. And respawn on timer. So I'm gonna put a gun down, and I will be back when I have close enough kills to getting the rank. Alright, guys, so I just got a rank really quickly. So how about we try to get silver now? And you can see the goal change as well. So I'm just gonna go from a far away distance, and I'm just gonna snipe these guys until I get 50. So let's just snipe these guys a little bit. Bing, 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 bing. Ding, 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 ding. Alright, yep, we're gonna kill them. So we're almost to 50 right now. So let's just kill them really quickly. So we just need 10 more kills. So boom, 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 boom. Alright, so 4 more kills, and let's see if I get the next rank. And there we go, we got the next rank. Rank bronze, and the goal is 150. Yep, there we go. So now if I also end the game and join back, it should save, and I should get my rank back. So let's start the game, and let's see. So I should get my rank back, and there we go. I got rank, well, it says rank bronze, and the only reason it says that is because I might have messed up a bit. But so if I go to UEFN over here, silver rank, we go here, and I just forgot to change this. So let's just change this to silver, and yeah, there we go. So if we compile it, let's end the game, and I already saved it, so it should be updated. So yep, it should be updated. So now if we go here, back in, start the game, and you should say we have silver rank. Okay, it says bronze. I think that's because we gotta still push changes, because I think Fortnite didn't recognize that we need to do this. But there we go. So that's how we make a rank system in UEFN using Verse. And I hope this video helped you learn a bit about UEFN, and I can't wait to see you guys next time. Have a good day. Bye.